tuning into the Shikama Live Show with your host Shikama. I just wanted to make a quick video talking about to young married men or young unmarried men in very serious relationships. Namely, if you're with your unwed mother girlfriend. But mainly to young married men, young married fathers. So I want to talk about this economy right now. So it's very hard right now going through, if you've been keeping track, which you should be, of food costs, gas costs, electricity, gas, power, the bills. Everything is going up and wages are stagnant. Which means there's inflation, but wages are not inflating, so you're actually making less than you did the year before and the year before and the year before. Unless you're getting 10% wage increase year after year, you are making less. 10%. That means if you make 9% or less in increases in being promoted or getting a pay increase, unless you're making 10% each year with a pay increase each year, you are making less money. That means if you made $30,000 a year, the very next year, if you make $30,000, you're making less money than you did the year before because inflation is going up. You can buy less with $30,000 than you did the year before. Now, because of this, we have Mother's Day. And for all my female viewers who are mothers, happy Mother's Day. And for all my internet mothers, you know who you are on Facebook. Happy Mother's Day to you. Thank you, Mom. But what I want to talk about is to the young married men, young married fathers. I was having this conversation with several of my little working poor friends, at 7-Eleven, the dollar stores, the Dollar Generals, the gas station, blah, blah, blah. People who make barely enough to keep ahead. So we were talking about Mother's Day. And then somebody was talking about how women are just raking in the stuff, right? They have Christmas, then they have Valentine's Day, then they have Mother's Day. So for a young married father, if he's shelling out dough each and every time, we're talking about the guy at 7-Eleven is talking about going out to dinner and going out to the movies and buying her chocolate and buying her a bouquet of roses. Listen, this is to both the young married fathers and the young married mothers. If you really care about each other and you want your family to succeed, until you reach like age 50 or so, I would stay away from these nonsense holidays. Mother's Day is a nonsense holiday. Kiss on the cheek and that should be it. Valentines. If you really love each other, you don't need to go out and buy stuff. Your family's success in the United States is based on how much wealth you can accumulate. How much money can you save? How many assets can your family accumulate? And I'm talking about you and your husband. How much wealth can you accumulate? If every holiday, at the drop of a hat, you're talking about, oh, he didn't buy me roses, take me to the movies, take me out to dinner, and take me out to dinner, he must not love me. You as a woman obviously don't love him. Obviously. If you're serious about your relationship, if you're serious about starting a family and maintaining a family, all of these little holidays, you shouldn't buy anything. Nothing. Nothing. If love is real, if you believe in love, The kiss and the hug should be more than enough to sustain you. Buying things, which it really amounts to, shelling out, giving away your family wealth. It shouldn't happen. It should not happen. Especially when you're young, especially in your 30s and your early 40s, should not happen. If we're talking about shelling out $100, $200, $500 each and every holiday, there's something wrong. I'm here to be the voice saying, oh, stop, hold on. That makes the person you're giving the money to wealthy. Our love transcends some material something. $200 on a dinner? But that's how you say I love you? Is that what you want? And if it's a girlfriend, you definitely don't want to do that. You definitely do not want to do that. That means you're shelling out $200 for absolutely nothing. There is no guarantee that the woman's going to marry you. And that's the only thing really that you should be concerned with. Let's get down to brass tacks. If you're in a relationship just for sex, buying her $200 dinners for sex means you're doing it wrong. Sex should come free, right? Let's be honest here. If we want to get 2014 relationship type of deal where it's not about love at all, it's about a physical relationship. That's what they want to, that's what they want to put out there on that mainstream media. Physical. Oh, they have a physical relationship. You mean they have sex only and they don't even talk, not even over dinner? It's a physical relationship. Oh no, she comes by and visits for sex. That you definitely don't want to be shelling out anything. And if she says, I'm leaving, and if you have a physical relationship and you don't buy her dinner and she says she's leaving, then you need to say, thank you for coming, bye-bye. Because if it's a physical relationship, you can find that anywhere. Seriously. There's plenty of fat chicks out there who will please your every need. I'm being serious. You might be laughing, but I'm being completely serious. You want the high maintenance woman? You better be married to her. High maintenance means she needs to maintain herself. 2014, she needs to maintain herself. High maintenance? Oh, I only buy Gucci. Okay, well, Gucci yourself on down to the store and buy you some Gucci. That's how you do it. But for those of you in serious relationship, I'm talking serious, men and women, the young people, in this economy, your family needs to accumulate wealth, not hand it out, not give it away. A $200 dinner is giving it away. It's for nothing. You know, the only time that I would ever recommend a $200 dinner is when you're buying a client dinner that you're going to make thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars off her, and you are directly going to profit from that dinner. And then you can write that dinner off on your taxes. That's the only time that I would recommend you buy a $200 dinner. That means never buy a $200 dinner for your wife. And women, don't expect a $200 dinner from your husband, because that doesn't say I love you. That says I'm too stupid to keep the wealth that I worked hard for in my family. And for you, it says it's only money. You know what? You don't live in America. You live in some la-la land where horse ponies with rainbows shooting out of their butt lives. It's about money in the United States of America. It's about money. Obama and all of them, Wall Street, all of them, all of these policies, it's about money. Sending people overseas to shoot people and be killed, it's about money. It's not about anything else. So if you say, it's only money, he can buy me roses, you are not serious, and you're not serious about having a family that is successful in the United States of America. You should be about accumulating wealth and retaining it in your family so that when you die, you pass it on to your children who you have trained to accumulate wealth and retain it in the family. So that one day you pass on a house to your children or your grandchildren, and they don't have to worry about buying a house, and they can worry about becoming the next great engineer of our time, becoming the next great Apple, what's his name? Steve Jobs, becoming the next great Einstein. He doesn't have to go work at 7-Eleven or the gas station or the Dollar General or the 99-cent store to accumulate enough money to go to night school. You see how the cycle creates itself? Oh, I don't have enough money because my parents can't take care of me because they didn't spend their time accumulating the wealth that they already made in their 40-hour work week and their 60-hour work week to pass me on anything, so that I don't have to go to night school and work a day job and so forth and have a miserable life, and so that I can't pass on anything to my children and their children and their children and so on and so forth. Stop accumulating poverty and accumulate wealth. This economy is built to eat the poor, to eat the middle class. You should be able to turn to your wife, to turn to your husband, and probably make another child today, right? Contrary to the popular belief, we're in a negative growth rate. That means the population of the planet is going down, not up. Everybody says, oh, we've got this much more. No, that meant that people did not double their population. It only went up about 10% in 10 years. The world population only went up 10%. What does that mean? The world population only went up 10%. That means that 90% of the people on the planet who were able to have children did not have children, or they killed them, or they aborted them, or something like that. That's what that means. And the 10% that did go up, that means that they were in countries where they are trying to replenish their population so they can have enough human capital, that means physical people, to work the fields and to work, what we did so many years here in the United States. We had 10 and 12 children so they could work the farm, and half of them died in childbirth. So don't listen to these people saying that we're overpopulated. We're not. The planet can sustain, you ready for this? 30 times the current population. And we need those people. We need those people to become engineers and scientists and mathematicians so that we can build rockets and get off the planet when the sun explodes, We're all scrounging around trying to work for a living in McDonald's, 7-Eleven. Take it from me, on this day, close the door, lock the door, tell the kids to go watch Barney for the 5,000th time, or whatever little cartoon you have that they love to watch, and go make yourselves another baby. That should be Mother's Day. Having a wonderful time in bed all morning long, right? It's in the Bible too. That's the first commandment, right? Instead of shelling out $500, you should be ashamed. $500. You should be ashamed. And as a wife, you're supposed to be the hearth keeper, or the earth keeper, or the hearth keeper, which means you're supposed to be say, oh, no shelling out $500 here. We need that $500 for little Johnny's college education. Keep that. How about that one? Let's start thinking about the future and the future and your children and your children's children. Keep that $500 you were going to spend on dinner, which you're going to poop out, dancing, which evaporates, the happiness and joy evaporates just as soon as little Johnny poops on the floor or spills milk at the table, that happiness is gone, right? That euphoric, oh, I went dancing. Johnny, you spilled my entire cake batter on the kitchen floor. That is entirely gone, right? That dancing euphoria is gone. As soon as the next frustrating thing happens, that euphoria is gone. Women, you need to turn to your husband and say, no, 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 keep that. We need to keep that. And if we were going to spend it, put it into the college fund. That's what we need to do, so that our children can have a better life than we did. Thank you for watching the Shkamba Life Show. Happy Mother's Day.